had a bass right here.
In the corner? Oh, yeah. I got a bite from a small one in this corner, so it may be the same fish.
Over the last decade, I've caught fish in every corner of North America. From California to Mexico, Florida to New York, and all the way up to Canada, documenting it all on video for you guys.
Yes, I got it!
But as a video creator and instructor, I have generally left out one of the most important and the largest demographics in the world of fishing, and that is the bank beater, the pond prowler, the shore master.
Yeah!
In this series, I'm making it my goal to fish more bodies of water than I ever have before, but this time, from the bank. My name's Tyler, and this is 100 Ponds.
What's going on, folks? Welcome back to 100 Ponds. I'm excited about this episode because we are not in Dallas-Fort Worth for once. I know we fish almost all the ponds in that area, but as I travel, I told you guys I want to fish brand new places across the country, and we are at an awesome family friend of mine here in Mississippi to fish their farm pond. And let me tell you, I'm excited because we should catch some dang good bass. Let's get down to pond number 70. We've only got about 2.5, maybe 3 hours to fish, so Taylor's gonna be on camera for the first time today, catching some fish. The conditions we have, it is spawn time of the year, potentially pre-spawn, definitely not post-spawn here in Mississippi. Water temperature is definitely spawn temperature. I mean, like, if I can stick my hand in and it's not ultra cold, it is definitely springtime temperatures. And water clarity looks like we have about a foot and a half of clarity. They had a bunch of rain here recently, so it could have been better, and now it's worse. But again, I'm not super concerned about this water clarity. Looks clear enough. We have some shallow little bushes in the water. We have a dam section over here, and so I'm excited. Let's catch some fish. Now, the lures I'm going to start with are going to be, because it's a private pond here, I'm assuming the fish are going to be slightly dumber than most bodies of water I fish here in this pond series. I'm going to start with a big 6-inch white swim bait, one of my favorites to just cast around shallow cover, especially for big bass that live in these ponds. And then I've got a little swim jig in case, you know, we have a little bit of wind today, but not a whole lot. And so if I can swim this thing next to some of these shallow bushes like I see here, especially if they're on beds, that's probably the best way to catch them. I just want to go ahead and start big, because if you don't go big, you go home. See how deep it is out there? 4, 5, okay, not too deep, about 4 feet deep. Just get donked on the first cast. That'd be awesome. I'm going to parallel the dam here. Oh, we got a fire ant pile. Do not want to step on that. We got a little bit of snot grass, but not too bad. Again, water clarity is not that bad, so if there are any really shallow bedfish, I can probably see them, but I don't know how much the rain they recently had affected the bass spawn. Totally could have pushed them back a little bit. Because tip number 1 for this video is that bass rarely act the same way day after day, especially in the springtime, because conditions change, and as that happens, fish can change as well, and you don't want to be left behind throwing stuff that used to work but doesn't anymore. Come on, big one, donk me. All right, we got to go back and get my rods. All right, not sure how I'm feeling about the swim bait, but we're going to keep trying it.
Well, the water feels a little warm. It's a little shallow pocket over here, just looks kind of froggy. So I'm gonna throw the frog. I assume we'll find out pretty quickly if the frog's gonna work or not, so.
Taylor's throwing a top water. I haven't seen him catch one yet, and so I'm gonna actually grab my tackle bag, and I'm gonna pull out the old Fire Craw Thunder Cricket, because I feel like that bad boy right there is gonna get chomped. I'm not seeing near as much bank activity as I'd like to see for a spawn time of year. If I was, I would keep the swim jig on. Now, Taylor better hope that they're biting the frog, because I'm taking my tackle bag with me.
Well, I'm already starting to feel like the frog is not gonna work. Oh, I lied. I got a bite. Little guy.
Oh, you got a bite? Oh, hey, you want to rig up a different bait? I'm about to take my bag. I'm gonna let him come rig something else up on that other mock jack right there, as I just fished the dam again with this lure before I take both of these, the swim bait and the Thunder Cricket, on around that side of the pond. I think the deal is I got to keep moving until I find them, because it's that time of the year where it's totally a spot and not a pattern. If you can get around them, you can catch them. Ooh, eat it. It was totally just a fish right up here. Man, it is shallow on this whole corner. It's like 2 feet max. And if you're wondering how I know how deep it is, I use what's called the countdown method. And I have a very detailed like pond how-to, my biggest tips when it comes to pond fishing. I will leave that video down in the video description. I routinely use a lot of the tips that I taught in that video every time I hit a different pond, especially a brand new one. Man, I'm confused why they are not just chewing right now. Well, here's proof that not every private pond is ba-banging. At least not yet. I've got a good feeling about the spot right here, but I'm not sure if the feeling involves the tungsten thunder cricket or not. I'm more of a feeling it involves a craw by itself on a Texas rig. I'm so shocked that I'm not getting bites. So shocked. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh, Taylor's got one.
Got one on the frog. Get in here. Hey, buddy. Frogfish. Success, baby. Look how he ate that thing. Thank you, buddy. Whoa. What are you doing?
Yeah! He caught one. And he caught one on a frog, which might tell me that there's fish up shallow that aren't quite in the mood to eat something as loud as a thunder cricket or as big as a swim bait. But I'm gonna make a few casts around this point here. And if this doesn't work, it's gonna be time for the brand new mock craw on a Texas rig. All right, let's go ahead and slow it down, baby. And then we just need some good old-fashioned Texas rig stuff. 1/8 ounce bullet weight, 3/0 VMC wide gap hook, and one of the brand new mock craws in June bug. By the time this video is out, the mock craw is also out along with all the other soft plastics we just designed and released at Mock Nation. So I will have this bait linked below, only available on Tackle Warehouse, so of course click those links. It's a juicy craw, has just enough action without being overbearing, and I really think, let me loosen my brakes here, I really think I'll get one slowly hopping it along some of this flooded bank grass here. Oh, too loose. This reel was throwing a big swim bait, and now it is throwing a craw. I have to adjust the brakes a little bit.
Do I have one? Ooh, look at that. Never caught you a little clam? Oh, look, he got it by the head too.
Gosh, oh my God. Well, there's a 7/4 heavy rod for you. Set the hook on this guy, mock craw, and he didn't even have a chance to swim. I just took him straight out of the water, into the air, and back. So that's the kind of bass that I think we're dealing with up shallow, because Taylor had a small one like that eat his frog to start before he caught that one that was a scoreable, I guess you could say. And that bite for me came like super shallow on this little grass patch right there. So I don't know if the big bass were up or were never up at all, but for sure they are not up today as of yet. So I'm gonna still make a few, you know, targeted casts towards shallow stuff, but I think the bigger ones are probably more towards the dam section, but we've still got some good shallow stuff to fish. So let's keep going. Ooh, hello. Small guy right here. Came up and chased it. But that is not the size that I want. I wonder what Taylor's up to. Oh, he's found a different pond.
Gosh, I stepped in a fire ant. Oh, gosh, dang it. Oh, I got that one. There we go. Little guy. Ooh. Give him a little flip. Pail. Thank you, buddy.
I've got to catch one on this point over here. Got to. There's one. Not even, oh, come on. Didn't even require a hook set on this guy, although he did get off, so maybe a hook set would have helped. Not the size we're looking for, man. Two small ones. I don't know if Taylor's got one up there or not. Either way, glad the craw's getting bites, but it's just not the size that I want.
Had a bass right here. Just leave from the bait.
In the corner? Oh, yeah. I got a bite from a small one in this corner, so it may be the same fish. There he is. There he is. There he is. Yes, sir. Thanks for the tip, boys. I was setting up the camera over there on the point, and they said they saw a wave over here. And I said, you know what? It's probably the small fish that I got a bite from earlier. Well, It was not. It is a beautiful 2.5, 3 pound farm pond bass. Let's go. And I can't tell if he's spawning or not yet, but he does have some sores on his side, so I'm guessing he's either been spawning or getting ready to. And the June bug mock craw, brand new, I'll have it linked below, got that fish. I'm gonna go 2.68, 2.62. I was 0.06 away. There we go. All right, we got it. All right, thank you, beautiful girl. Oh, what the heck? There you go. She's swimming the wrong way. So I guess just because you fish an area one time doesn't mean, or especially in the spawn, does not mean that the fish could not be there 2 minutes later. And you know what? I probably could have missed that fish the first time. Maybe the bite that I got that I thought was small was not that small. And yes, I see one that busted right here. So I think slow crawl on this craw is gonna be the way to go. I don't think, besides Taylor's one frogfish, I don't think they want something with a whole lot of aggression. Yeah. Pequeño. Man, I hate going this painfully slow, but I think that's what these fish need. Again, either they were up shallow, getting ready to spawn, and this rain pushed them back. Whatever the deal is, they're just not in the mood to eat something fast. And I need to be better at being okay with not going fast. I get in the mood sometimes that I want to just hit a pond, you know, bing, bang, bong, and go to the next one, but sometimes you just got to slow down. Catch them on something a little bit more lethargic. Lethargically. Whatever the word is. Gosh! He stole my claws. Oh, I was gonna say the guy who, oh. All right, maybe that was the size that just bit me. Oh gosh. Man, gotta be a small one. Gotta be. Little rinky dinks.
Can we just take a second to appreciate Tyler's paint job on this frog? Oh yeah, there we go. Another little guy. Howdy, partner. Stud.
Yeah, Taylor!
Yeah, straight up giant.
See, that's why I hired him. He catches the big ones. All right, let me catch one right there. Enough with the funny business. Oh, you got absolutely donked. Yeah, there we go. Man, they're not getting it. They must be absolutely like slapping at it with their face, because I'm not hooking these fish, which is weird. Let's keep moving. Just the slowest of drags. It's almost like I don't even need a full cast. I can just flip it out there, you know, 20 feet. Most of these bites are coming within 10 feet of the bank anyways, and I think that's a fish. Something felt fishy there. Maybe not. What you thinking, Squanto?
I don't know. I missed two over here on the frog. I know they're not biting a thunder cricket.
Yeah, they're not biting a thunder cricket. Now that I know they're eating a craw really slow, I think I can catch them on the first two pockets that I didn't spend much time in. Mostly dinks.
Yeah, lots of little ones.
I know. Getting a bite. There he is. Oh, they're so small. Oh, the wind. What the heck? Oh, stole my, good grief. I have no claws now. I know these are all little dinkers. And I'm so confident I'm gonna leave this area and go back to closer to the main lake.
Switched it up a little bit. See what the old jig will do. Oh my gosh, dang. What the heck? How did I not? Gosh, dang it. Wow. Got him. There we go. Another little one. Thank you, friend. See ya.
Got ourselves a new craw just for the fun of it. And we're gonna hit some of these same pockets here and by the dam that I didn't really fish a craw in that thoroughly. See if there's been fish here the whole time. But first, we have a guest, it looks like. I'm in the wrong place. Tell me about it.
He said that little, what are you going to tell him, Mike? Hey, this is Mike. Tyler.
Mike, nice to meet you.
But anyway, tell him where the fish at.
I catch mine out the lip pond back there.
Really? Okay. Any big ones in there, though?
Catch the biggest fish out the lip pond.
Oh, wow. Okay.
How big are they?
Hey, you got some on there like that.
Uh-huh. Heck yeah.
How much they weigh?
You got some 10, 11 pound big bass in there.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
because all that my buddy got was small bites in there, but I guess he wasn't throwing the right thing. But I was just informed that the biggest bass are in the tiny pond, so we may have to send it up there for just a second if I don't get no success right here. Here he is. Oh, son of a gun. What did I just set the hook on? That was a bass for sure.
Yeah, sure.
Now it's a stick. That'll hurt my side on that. Heck yeah. Just got to go to the other side, baby. This little section here, closest to the main body of water. The deepest section probably. And I have not really drugged this area super slow with a craw. So I think this whole little stretch of this point here and then all down this, I'm going to catch a big one on. Calling it now. Placing my wager. Well, that is so weird. Seems like the only biting fish on the craw right now are in these two pockets, kind of like mid to upper pond, and not here on the bottom end, which doesn't make any sense to me because the water's cooled down. They should have slid back out here. But you know what? Fish don't read the rule book, so maybe neither should I. This is wild how I can't catch one anywhere besides those two pockets. I'm about to go back over there. I can't even catch one dragging across the dam. Like, where are all these big fish? I've seen the pictures. They exist. They're just being unicorns for me today. There's one. Gosh. I did the whole walk backwards and everything. I was ready for that to be a mega. Once again, though, same water depth. So maybe the fish were kind of spawning in that water depth. Water came up from the rains, you know, a foot, maybe a foot and a half. And that's almost like the old shallow water. That's the old water line. I've seen that happen before. There's a bass right here, and I'm gonna flip until I catch it. Gosh, there he is. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on, brother. You are not quite the size I thought you were gonna be. Happy to have you, but gosh, I got so excited for that, man. I'm just gonna go straight to the source, man. The fish feeder. I have not seen it go off today. I don't even know if it's going off at all recently, but this is probably the highest percentage place on the whole dam because the food source is here sometimes. Gosh, dang it. Ah, he stole my whole thing. Shirt, pants, and shoes. Almost forgot about you guys. All right, so how am I feeling? Decent, not feeling great. I know there's big ones in here. I've seen all the pictures and I just don't know why I haven't gotten even just one big bite, like one 4+ pounder. It's all small ones so far. So I think this place is a few days away from absolutely popping off. The big ones are just somewhere out there in the middle. Well, last cast. We got to get back on the road, heading to Lay Lake for Red Crest to go film Mr. Alton Jones Jr. Just had a few hours to stop here in Jackson and try to catch us a big one, but unless it happens on this cast, I'm not sure if it's going to happen today. That is wild. We're looking, there is a leak in the dam. And that right there is a bobber that is stuck in a whirlpool. But that's besides the point. We caught a few fish today. No giants. Any idea on where you think the giants are?
Out there somewhere.
Yeah, I would have to agree, and we didn't find them today. But you know what? That's what happens, and that's kind of what 100 Ponds is all about, is we get to explore and find new bodies of water. And you know what? Sometimes we catch big ones, and sometimes we don't, and that's just fishing in general. If it wasn't that way, it'd be catching. Although I'd much rather have catching than fishing. But big thanks to cameraman Taylor for being in the video, helping me get this content to you guys. Appreciate you guys for watching. If you want to see the last 100 Ponds video, I will leave it up here in the corner. My name's Tyler. As always, my tackle and the brand new craw will be linked down in the video description. If you can shop for your tackle using those links, it would help out tremendously. And we'll see you guys next time right here on 100 Ponds.